Have you ever watched someone slowly go cold on you? No argument, no fight, no explanation. They just text less, stop asking your opinion. Your jokes don't land the same way anymore. The invitations quietly stop coming, and you never find out why. Here's the uncomfortable part. It probably wasn't one big mistake. It was something small, something so ordinary you didn't even register you were doing it. Because people rarely sit you down and announce it. Nobody says, "I've decided to take you less seriously now." They just quietly do it. And here's what makes that genuinely unsettling. It can happen in under 3 seconds. Not because you said something offensive, not because you failed at anything, just a handful of tiny behaviors your brain has filed under completely normal that are quietly telling everyone around you, "I'm insecure, I don't fully trust myself, my words and my actions don't match." And once someone clocks that pattern, it's almost impossible for them to unsee it. I learned this the hard way, not through one humiliating disaster, through 7 tiny habits I'd been running for years without noticing. I only found out because someone finally decided to tell me the truth, that someone was my college roommate, and he did not soften the landing. We were packing boxes during our last move out of the dorm, completely ordinary afternoon. Half-empty pizza boxes everywhere, furniture stacked in the hallway, neither of us saying much. Then, completely out of nowhere, he looked at me and said, "You know you apologize for things that aren't even your fault, like it's a nervous tic, right?" I laughed. He didn't. Then he just kept going. Like he'd been keeping a private notebook for 4 years, and today was finally publication day. One habit after another. No hesitation, no softening it. By the time we'd loaded the last box into the truck, I had 7 things scribbled on the back of a greasy pizza box, and once I actually started paying attention, at work, with friends, on dates, in coffee shops, the uncomfortable truth was that he wasn't wrong about a single one. So here they are, 7 tiny habits that quietly destroy respect while you're standing right there, completely unaware it's happening. 1. Over-explaining yourself. The second you need 4 paragraphs to justify a simple decision, you've already lost the room. "I'm leaving early because my dog has a thing, and also traffic, and also I think I left the stove on." Nobody asked for the director's commentary. You're allowed to just leave. Confident people give short answers. Insecure people give legal depositions. 2. Laughing at your own joke before anyone else does. This one disguises itself as excitement. You tell the joke, you start laughing immediately, and now the entire room knows exactly how badly you needed that laugh to land. Say the line, then stop. Silence isn't the enemy. It's where confidence actually lives. If the joke works, people will laugh without your help. If it doesn't, your laughter won't save it. It just puts a spotlight on the fact that it missed. 3. Saying yes when your face already said no. This was basically my entire personality through most of my 20s. "Can you help me move Saturday?" "Yeah, totally." Meanwhile, my actual weekend was quietly being carried out back to its funeral. People notice that gap. Your words say yes, your face says please, anything but this. And every time those 2 things disagree, a little trust quietly leaves the room, not because they think you're lying to hurt them, but because they realize your yes doesn't really mean yes anymore. A clean no will earn you more respect. 4. Checking your phone mid-conversation. I only looked for 2 seconds. Exactly. To you, it was nothing. To them, those 2 seconds translated into one sentence, whatever's on this screen currently outranks you. You'll forget that glance by the time you get to your car. They'll still be thinking about it next Tuesday. 5. Fishing for compliments. "Ugh, I look so tired today," announced while looking completely fine, isn't a confession. It's an invoice, and everyone in the room knows exactly which response is being requested of them. Wanting reassurance is human. Doing it so often and so transparently that people start responding out of obligation instead of honesty, that's the trap. The moment a compliment becomes a transaction, it stops meaning anything to either of you. 6. Trashing someone who isn't in the room. This one is sneaky because in the moment it feels like bonding. You're venting about a coworker, the other person's nodding along, it feels close. But here's what's actually running quietly in the back of their mind, even if they'd never say it out loud. What does this person say about me when I'm not standing here? You think you're building intimacy. You're actually planting a question that never fully goes away. 7. Needing to be right more than needing to understand. He saved this one for last, probably for dramatic effect, probably because he knew I'd immediately try to argue him out of it, which in hindsight would have proven his entire point in real time. When someone disagrees with you and your first reflex is to defend instead of actually listen, you might win that one argument. But you quietly lose something bigger, the sense that you're someone people can disagree with safely. And once that's gone, they stop bringing you the truth. They start bringing you whatever version keeps the peace. Every conversation after that is just a performance wearing the costume of a relationship. None of these 7 things make you a bad person. They're not character flaws, they're habits. Most of them built years ago trying to be liked, avoid conflict, keep things smooth. The cruel joke is that almost every single one backfires. The over-explaining, the fake laugh, the obligatory yes, the compliment fishing, all of it is an attempt to be liked that quietly costs you respect instead. And respect, not likability, is what actually keeps people in your corner long term. Liking fades fast. Respect compounds for years. I saw my old roommate about a year after that pizza box conversation and told him I'd actually worked through most of the list. He looked at me, completely deadpan, and said, "I know, you stopped apologizing for things that have nothing to do with you, mostly." Mostly. I'll take mostly. So here's the actual move. Pick one, just one from everything you just heard, not all 7, because trying to fix 7 habits at once is a guaranteed way to fix 0 of them and feel worse about yourself by Thursday. Pick the one that made you flinch slightly while you were watching. That flinch is information. That's usually the one quietly costing you the most. You don't need a personality transplant, you just need to stop teaching people 3 seconds at a time to take you a little less seriously than you actually deserve. Thanks for watching, and until next time.